Welcome back to consecutive day 836 of a Diary of a Runpreneur. Please do give this a subscribe and a share, as it is a part of a fundraiser to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon. Check the link in the comments below to find out more and how you can support it. Thank you as always for your support, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 836 of a Diary of a Runpreneur, and it's been a mixed day today, really. I've had one of these days where there's a meeting I had to have today which went on for 2 hours, which was boring but I think productive. Now, just to put it in perspective, this sums up the type of stuff you have to deal with as an entrepreneur or business owner. It's legal issues, and it's really, really important that you have the right legal advisor in your corner to give you the advice before you go into meetings. Now, the meeting I'm talking about was, I have 3 properties that I own. However, I decided to dispose of these properties several years back via an option agreement. Now, for those of you that don't understand what an option agreement is, it's an option to purchase a property at a fixed price for a period of time. Okay, but it's the right but not the obligation. So when it's sold, they control the asset basically for a period of time until they decide to execute their right to buy it before that right expires. Okay, but they don't have to do that. But for the duration of the contract that they have control over the property, they have to pay. Well, you negotiate terms, but in these instances, the buyer is paying the mortgage costs, all the running costs associated with the property, and I've signed full power of attorney over to them, so they have full control. Now, if they breach any of these conditions, then I have a legal right to potentially put those properties back. And the reason for the meeting today was that, lo and behold, over the course of the years, now these properties are being run as houses of multiple occupation, which means that the person with control or power over the property pays the associated costs, one of which is council tax. If it's a single let property or under a single tenancy, then the council tax will fall on behalf of the tenant. But in this instance, there's multiple tenants in the house on different separate ASTs, and the council tax is owed by the owner or managing agent if they have the legal right to pay that. And that's in this instance via these option agreements. The buyer should have been paying council tax for the last 4 years or so. And lo and behold, I get a letter today, well, not today, some weeks ago, stating that they haven't received a single penny of council tax for these 3 properties, and that the council are going to come after me as the land registry listed person who owns those properties for that debt. Now, this debt, to put it in perspective, is about, what was the exact figure? It's about £36,000. Which is a huge amount of money. So clearly I've taken legal advice, and my solicitor has confirmed categorically I am not liable for this debt. But the council seem to run by their own set of rules or council tax legislation. So I had a 2-hour call with them today, back and forth, about am I going to pay this debt or what are we going to do about it. And it was a really, really useful call, because even though they were sticking to their guns, they understood my predicament, and they understood that I wasn't just uneducated and wasn't going to go by it, and I was arguing my corner with legal evidence that my solicitor had prepared for me. And as a result, I think the resulting action is that I'll be taking legal action against the owners of these properties to pay that monies, or those monies, within a 28-day period of time. If they don't, I'll be terminating the contract and taking the properties back. So they will have invested money, hard work and effort into these properties to date, so I'm assuming it will end the right way. But worst case, if we take the properties back, we have had a brief look at them, and I don't think it would take too much to turn them around and to make them profitable assets again in my portfolio. So the fun and games of entrepreneurship, there you go. And to finish off with today, from a running perspective, I'm out running again today. I've got this dreaded 24-hour Equinox 24 ultra marathon looming on me on Saturday and Sunday, where over 24 hours I'll be running 6 10k laps, which is brutal. I'm not really got my running mojo to be able to do that, but as we won the event last year, we feel obliged to go back and defend. But I'm probably in fairly good shape, but because psychologically running is a bit of a chore for me at the moment, I don't feel the best. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. And it's one of these forced moments. It almost feels like the analogy of been doing this running streak for 836 days. You know, there have been days where I've left it to like 11 o'clock at night and still had to go out, and it's a real pain. I have to really use every ounce of motivation to get out and do it, but I do it. And that's how I feel about this ultra marathon, where most people who are competing will be resting up this week, tapering down their miles so they're fresh for an ultra. There's me out every day, 7.5 to 8 kilometres every day still, and then I'll have to roll up on Saturday morning and be expected to do 60 kilometres in 24 hours with very little sleep. So yeah, just wanted to have a little bit of moan, just tell you how I feel. I'll do it, and I'll give it my best shot as I always do, but believe you me, I'm not looking forward to it at the moment. But anyway, you never know, I might enjoy it. But anyway, that's it for me today. As always, remember this is part of a fundraiser, so do give it a subscribe and a share. And if you find out more about the fundraising challenge, check the link in the comments below. Thank you for your support. As always, stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.